network.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I said,
Oh,
so after
okay. Yes.
I hear me.
Yes, I can hear you now. So you said
Okay,
you locked after the church encounter, you locked yourself up in your house. That's where we stopped last.
okay. I told you I had weed in me in my body, and
Mm. Hmm.
I told myself, uh, I I I rather die trying to stop this thing. It came to a point of this. This is the end. If I don't stop it, something bad is going to happen to
Mm.
me. Either I run mad or
Wow.
I die. So I say it's better I die trying to stop, or I stop.
Mm.
So I took the weed and the drugs. I went to the toilet, flushed them, and I said, "This thing, live my life." And so I how I started it. So I came back to the room and I prayed. I said, God, I've been trying to stop this thing. I cannot. So I could not stop it. So please help me. I
Mm.
want to stop. So when I prayed that prayer, then I started locking myself. I read some books. The first book I read was given to me as a gift from my brother, Power of Your Mind by Pastor Chris Kilome. So I read that one. So it was helpful. And I was reading Faster
Mm.
Way to Health by Librono. So she was saying things that concern. I didn't read the book like from page one, two, and three. I would just flip page and I would just find what
Mm.
I'm looking for.
Yes.
That was how God has been helping me. So I channeled the energy. I started going to church, to the church I went. So I started going to church Sunday to Sunday. I'll go to church. Like
Wow.
I was in every activities that is going on every day, Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday. I joined the choir,
Wow.
the drama unit, everything. So
Wow.
I just try to channel the energy to
Yes.
something
Yes.
else, something positive. So that is how I went. So I don't know. I miraculously got a message. There some messages from um Apostle Selman that
Mm.
awake thou that
Which year was
sleepest.
this?
It was 2017.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it was 2017. So it was from my dad's phone. So and my dad doesn't listen to those kind of songs. So I was wondering how he got those messages in his
Mm.
phone. So I just said, "Oh, maybe it was a miracle anyhow, sha." But knowing God experientially and awake thou that sleepest, those were the message. So I listen to them over and over. So I'll go to church. I'll
Wow.
hear from my pastor. So
Hmm.
so they came to a point. I said I'll fast. So I fasted for 3 days. I was reading Healing by Smith Wigglesworth. So
Wow.
I was reading it. So I had a dream that I was vomiting. I was vomiting something. So in
Hmm.
the morning I woke up, I started vomiting nicotine. Stool I
Mm.
was stool. My shit was nicotine. My vomit was
Wow.
nicotine. So I got deliverance.
Wow.
This I really I even have the pictures and everything of how I was vomiting nicotine and stooling nicotine.
What did wait? What does that look like? The vomit? Is it black?
Yes, very black, black, and
Wow.
it comes out with blood too.
Ah.
Yeah, so that was how the struggle was. It wasn't easy. So I
Yeah,
went
because you
through.
went cold turkey, Abby.
Yeah,
You had.
very
How
very.
did you handle? How did you handle the withdrawal symptoms?
The withdrawal syndrome. I really can't tell how I got
Oh,
to this
hello.
point, but
Can you hear me?
yeah, I'm hearing you.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay. Okay, it's you froze for a while. That's why.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So I said, how did you handle the withdrawal symptoms?
Okay. When sometimes I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I'll wake.
Wow.
I'll be awake. I'll go to our passage. Because my room had a rug. So
Yeah.
mm, at times my body will be hot. At times my body will
Mm,
be cold. So I'll just go to the floor. Like if I'm cold, I'll get up, cover blankets
yeah.
and all of this. So sometimes I'll
Right.
go and pour cold water. So and some things I do, if I read a book, I'll see something, I'll just go and do them, then I'll be okay.
Mm,
I didn't
okay.
I didn't okay,
Examples
like
of things
yeah.
to help you. Give me an example of things you would take or things you would do that would help you with the symptoms.
Okay, sometimes I'll take water. I'll take water. I
Okay.
didn't see the therapy. I'll take water, or I'll sleep in a particular position. I pray, and those things,
Wow. Wow.
it has just been miracle though. It was a
Wow.
miracle because I I couldn't, I don't know how I got to overcome all of those things,
Mm, mm.
I I it was possible. So God really helped me. God was my therapist, and the books I read, the messages I listened to, and the places I went to. So then I changed my association. I didn't see my friends again. I I changed my friends. Hello ma. Hello ma. Don't go back again. Excuse me. Hello? Are you hearing me?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so when would you say you finally got it out of your system? Where you knew that okay, finally I'm free from this.
I it took years before I
How
knew that they
yes.
are like 2 to 3 years.
Wow.
And
Were there
yes,
times where you went back, but then still
no, there wasn't a time I went back.
wow. Wow.
I
That's
just I
incredible.
just stopped at once, and I just
Wow.
stopped at the first day I stopped, and I said I'd rather die than go back.
Die trying than go back. When we in the
Yes,
past, you had actually done, you do the stop for a few days, 2 days, three
yeah,
days, then you go
I'll
back. So
go
you
back.
had a lot of that in the past
Yeah,
before then. Okay,
a lot
I
of
want
that.
to. Someone said something. They said during this period, was it you by yourself, or who were the people that helped you to hold on to this? You know,
It was me by myself, like
wow,
nobody. Just my mom. My mom, she don't even know what I was going through. All I know, she was just
wow.
praying for me, and the only
Mm.
people that were around me was just the books, the messages, and the pastor of the church around me.
So were your other friends trying to reach out to you? Those guys you used to do stuff with, or how did you
Yeah, yeah,
cut them?
yeah. They tried to reach out to me, but I just cut them off, and
Yeah.
because my activities was not aligning with them
That's
anymore,
true.
so
That's very, very true. That's so true.
most of them
Okay,
just left.
so naturally, because there's nothing in common. Someone posted in the before we went off that time, he said, how can your family members support people in this situation? How can they?
Well, a family member can support one in this situation
Mhm.
if some families they try to see you as completely bad, so they'll
Yes.
just write you off.
Yeah.
So if they can actually show love, or create a platform that someone can converse with them, like if
Okay.
somebody struggling with that can converse with them, even if
Mm-hmm.
they don't have what it takes, the proper learning of
Mm,
what it takes. At least he has spoken his mind, and
mm,
they can able to, okay, I will direct you to a therapist or to
mm.
somebody that can help. So just
That's
show love
yeah.
to one struggling with addiction.
What are they can say? Can you give me examples
Things they can say,
to the person
actually.
struggling? Yeah. Or let me ask you, what would you have liked to hear from your family when you were going through it?
Okay, I would like to hear, don't worry, I'm going to get through this. We are with
Mm,
you. We are with you through this
mm,
problem. Don't worry.
mm,
Anything that is involved, we are with you. We are fully with
mm.
you. Just
How
keep.
should they give you money? Should they give people money? Should they help you financially? The person go and use the money to buy drugs.
Well, financially, that is because the money now at that point, the money is of no use unless
Mm,
the unless if the person wants to see a therapist or a doctor,
okay.
then they can go with him to see the
Yeah.
doctor. So
But you
they won't
shouldn't
just
give an ad. Are you saying you shouldn't give an addict money at the time they are in it because they are likely to use
yes, they are
more
likely
drugs?
to use it. Yes, they are likely to
Okay.
use it.
To use it to go get drugs. Okay. I like that. I like that. We're with you um through it. You're gonna get through this. Very, very key. All right. Um, I want you to speak directly to the youth and just anybody really who will get to listen to this thing. The 12-year-olds, 11-year-old, the 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, 16-year-old alone in their room that is wrestling with, this shame, with addiction, hopelessness. What would you say to them?
Please, can you come again? I didn't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Can you come again?
Okay, great. Yes. I said I want you to speak directly to the youth, to that young person that is alone, that person is wrestling with shame, addiction, hopelessness, or even loneliness, no one to talk to, no one to connect with, right? What would you say to them?
Okay. I'll say to that person that there's hope. He can
Mm,
make it out of any kind of situation, any
mm-hmm,
he is or she is. Because if you're talking of mercy, shame, and all of those things,
mm-hmm,
there are the strongholds that can hold you back because of you
mm,
can't be able to speak out to people. So
yes.
they'll just surprise you and you'll just be there. But by the time you know that there is hope and there you can make it out,
Mm-hmm,
then you break free. And first of all, if you self-discover yourself, self-awareness will help you heal fast.
wow.
Actually, self-awareness will help you heal fast, because that was one of the message I got from there. I heard that you're not a mediocre, you're born to be great.
Mm,
So
mm,
I was able to realize that this is me. Actually,
mm,
I'm somebody great, and I'm
mm,
born to be that. So
mm-hmm,
it started playing out. So then then I genuinely broken. Yeah, I was
mm.
genuinely broken. I really wanted of it. So there's hope. There's hope.
There's hope.
Don't give up. Keep pushing.
Mm-hmm,
There's hope. You can make it out of. No matter how deep you feel you are in the
mm-hmm.
trenches of the devil, you can make it out.
Wow. Okay. I want to ask a few more questions, right? For, uh-oh. Wisdom, can you hear me?
We don't show preview. Don't cause wisdom.
Wisdom, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay. So for family members, right? For parents who have kids, right? Because you say you grew up and you really didn't have anyone to talk to. You basically felt you were by yourself. No one had your time. What
yeah.
can parents do to kind of ensure that their children don't feel this way? What should they do? What advice would you give? Oh no. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So advice. I don't know what's going on. Let's just quickly.
Okay. My advice to the parents is they should sometimes ask their children questions. Ask them, is there
Like
anything going
what?
on with you?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You try to create those platforms. They should be open.
Well,
So
hello?
sometimes you won't just reach our parent and
Mm-hmm.
start telling them this is what's going on with us because they haven't created the platform. So if they should ask you one, twice and you didn't tell them, probably the third time you feel like okay, they are open to me now. I can tell them something. So you talk to them
I
and
like
say,
that.
Mom, I'm going through this, Dad, I'm going through this. Please look at what has been happening in my life. So
Yeah. So
just
parents should not give up. If the first few times they try to talk to their children, the children don't open up. They should
yes,
keep.
they should keep asking and don't forget
Mm.
the place of prayer. Don't They should pray for their kids because
Ah, ah,
even 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 when I'm high, I'll come home. My mom will still pray for me and
I
all of
love
those
that.
things. Yeah,
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. How can siblings help? Siblings of people who
siblings.
are dealing with this struggles. This struggle.
Okay, siblings like brothers and sister, they should
Yes.
as well show love to their brother because
Mm.
inside of that their brother is goodness. Because most
Mm.
people will see a drug addict or somebody that is doing all those things as a bad person,
Mm.
but not knowing
Yes.
that they will really want to stop. They are really struggling to. So there's a goodness
Mm.
in them. There's definitely a good. So they should be like, okay, we love you, bro. How are we going to help in this situation? They should just, if they can advise, they should, in any way, they should help one struggling with addiction. And they
Fantastic.
should not just leave someone just like that.
Okay, I love that. Positive reinforcement is very, very key. Very, very key. Um, okay, I think you basically answered what that looks like. How can young people deal with peer pressure? Like how that guy came to you and offered you the drug, and you're like, I go try her. You know, how can young people deal with that peer pressure of being brought that type of thing?
First of all, you have to see that there's no gain in there. You have to, even though you feel like you want to taste it, but you know that this thing is really, really harmful health
Mm,
wise. Health wise, even in any way it will affect your brain, your mind and your thinking. So
mm,
you just know that this thing is not good for me. I don't need it. Please can you go, if they still come you say no, please I don't want to
mm,
take this because it's not good for me and it's not good for my health, my mental state. So I can. Some people will come and be like, this thing will help you. If you're going through something, they'll be like, this thing will help you
mm,
overcome this. If if young people will be learned or read some books and all of those things, they'll be able to
mm,
overcome this thing easily because now
mm,
they'll they'll want to be a pressure to their people because me too, I want you to be a good person. Okay, you
Yeah.
too bring this thing. Okay, how far? See how we go talk am,
Mm.
me and you go debate. No be say you go talk something now
Mm.
I go just accept. So we go
Yes.
debate am.
Yes.
If you can win my it,
Yeah.
if you
Mm.
can't, then go with your stuff and your
I
advice.
like that. So young people actually need to educate themselves on things they need to be aware. You mentioned self-awareness before, a strong
Yeah.
sense of self and who you are. I think that's very, very important. Okay, this
Yeah.
has been incredible. I'm trying to the network is sort of working now. So I want to quickly round up, right? Okay. So we're going to wrap this up with a quick fire round, right? Describe faith in one word.
Faith.
In one word. Faith. To you, what does
Oh,
faith mean to you in one word?
faith means grace.
Grace.
I
I
just say
like that.
faith. Grace.
Grace. Okay,
Yeah.
a song. Give me what is a song lyric that describes your life right now?
Like I'll still go for Grace because that is my song. The title of the song is Grace. That
All
song I
right, give
sang from the
me drop
beginning.
some lines. Do it again. Do it again. Let's hear you.
I was lost in the crowd. This is what Grace does. Speaking from the crowd, make you a king and leave you with the crown. Yeah, leave it
Mm,
with the crown. I was lost in the crowd. This is what Grace does. Speaking from the crowd, make you a king and leave it with the crown.
leave you with a crown.
Yeah.
Hey, I love it. Love Grace. Grace picks you up from the crowd and leaves you with a crown. That's so dope. That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's so dope. What's the next big thing for wisdom, Yaknan?
Okay, the next big thing for me is I know it's very, very big, but it's not beyond my reach and the help of God. Actually,
Mhm.
we, let's not forget that there is a spiritual aspect in addiction and all of
Please break it down.
so
You can quickly
I
say something about it.
okay, by
Okay.
God's grace, the next big thing is there's reach the streets. It's a platform where we go to the
Mm,
streets, reach to the youth who are struggling with addiction, who is willing.
mm, mm, mm.
We help with prayer and advice and build a
Wow,
facility
I love that.
like a rehabilitation
Yeah,
center where you can come. We go pray, cast out the demons, then go doctor, go
I like
physical.
that. I love it. So that combination of spiritual and physical is very key. That balance, right?
Yeah,
I love it. I love that. Okay. And it's gonna happen for you because when something is really big, it means that it's a God dream. And if he provides the vision, then he will also give the provision.
yeah.
Vision and provision. Okay, what is one thing you're still healing from? All of us are healing from something. So what is yours? Yeah, that's a big something. Um
Yeah.
it's I'll give you a tip I saw somewhere that can help. If you need to do something, if it comes to mind, get it done in the next 5 minutes. Don't let it pass. Immediately jump up and do it. Don't be
Okay.
just like wait, just jump up. Don't if the alarm goes off, don't put it on snooze. Get up immediately. All those things.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just jump up and get it done within the first 5 minutes. You'll find that it makes it just become you will not feel it, but you will do it. The more you do it, the more you become it. That's one thing I found. So that's a tip for you.
Yeah.
What does freedom mean to you?
Freedom means everything. Freedom means life. Freedom
Mm.
means everything. To be free is oh to be free. I really even can't describe how freedom is, but freedom is everything right now to me. Freedom is
Everything. I love that. I love that. Wisdom, thank you. You didn't just share your story tonight. You sowed seeds of freedom into hearts across the world. And to everyone watching, if you're in a dark place, please know God is not afraid of your mess. He meets us. No, no, no. He meets us in the pit. He walks us out of the grave. You are not
Yeah.
far gone. Keep choosing healing. Keep choosing light. Keep choosing freedom. I'm Ruby Gyang, and this was the Free Conversations. I will see you next week, same time, for another amazing conversation. Thank you, Wisdom. Have a wonderful time. God bless
Thank
everyone.
you. Amen.
All right.